Good morning, good evening, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you might be doing. We wish to welcome you to the Silverlight Show. The Silverlight shines to illuminate that which lies hidden in darkness. For those of you tuning in today, we welcome you in. I just went out to try and catch a glimpse of the comet. Turns out when you have crappy eyes, it's not such a good thing to go outside. But I was looking up at the street lamps. I remember there's still the amber ones. Now, many years ago, I think in the 90s, they switched from the white streetlights to the amber streetlights. And there was quite a debate over this. Apparently, they had statistics proving that under the amber lights, more crimes happen because the white lights illuminate more. Well, amber lights, remember this was back in the incandescent days, amber lights used a lot less electricity. So the city council and most of the world decided they'd rather save electricity and funnel that money into other resources like police protection. But here we are in 2023. We have LED lights in everything, and whether it's white or amber or whatever else, costs about the same in electricity. Why has this debate never been reopened? Now, because of my comet watching, I can appreciate light pollution is a real thing. And as somebody who has difficulty sleeping, okay, maybe white lights are not the best in the world. But we have all sorts of things. We can put a hood over the lamp. I mean, this is something people have been doing since oil lamps were a thing. So can we not really afford that? I can even see certain lamps when I'm going about my daily travels that do have that hood over top of them. So if the white light is better, and logically, white light makes you feel more secure. If you're doing dastardly deeds, you realize you're out and exposed or something like that. It makes psychological sense. But what doesn't make is these studies were completely forgotten. And the debate has never opened up again. As a person with a family that does tend to have to do things at night, I do worry about them. And if white lights reduce crime by 20 or 30%, that's something we should really have on the back burner. It doesn't need to be a priority debate. This should never be mentioned at the national level. Prime ministers and presidents should not be debating these merits, but municipalities absolutely should. Why? Because security is getting to be an ever greater concern. A lot of people have those doorbell cameras. A lot of people have cameras on their home. The family behind me actually has a camera set up so they can look down the side of their house. And I don't blame them because, it's where they're situated. You don't know if you're stepping out. There could be a raccoon there. There could be a skunk. It's not just human on human violence we need to worry about. There's some pretty interesting mammals out there that will really ruin your day if you surprise them. Raccoons especially. They look really cute, but you don't want them anywhere near you. And a skunk, your day's toast. Light is such an integral part of our lives. We don't even realize it, but like I said, we are influenced by it. If you're going to cross the street, you prefer to do it where there's some lights, so that way a car coming by is more likely to see you. I mean, I personally have a reflective jacket left over from my time running around and doing things. And it still fits, so I tend to like to use it. But it doesn't work for, classy ladies going out for a high fashion night on the town or anything like that. It doesn't matter. we have to get back to figuring out the light pollution in our lives. This, my attempt at trying to find that bloody comet, the third time I've been out tonight. And I still haven't seen anything. And supposedly over the next week it's already visible, it's gonna get more and more visible. Couldn't recognize a single constellation. The moon was below the horizon earlier tonight, and it just came up a little bit ago. But because of the lights, I had no chance of seeing anything like Ursa Major or anything. This is going to be disadvantageous to any budding star explorers out there. But the same token, it's also advantageous to that lonely person who's coming home late at night and who doesn't know what's going to happen when they come up that pass to get into their driveway. It makes police feel better because they can identify things easier. As I said, people with home security cameras. Mine dumps a pretty bright light on you, a nice bright LED light, and it has night vision. Well, I was joking with my daughter today about ultimately the cameras don't matter because it's going to do no good if I have pictures of somebody breaking in and stealing my TV if I don't know who it is, and the police don't know either. we have wonderful picture evidence, but we have no leads to work on. At least with more light, that person gets illuminated better and they can use their artificial intelligence. Now, this is not the spooky, Star Trek where a computer identifies you in a crowd of millions in 2 seconds. But they still have some pretty decent software to do that. It needs light. Somebody's face is in shadow, it just can't do as much good as it could with a fully posed picture. So what I'm proposing is we need to think about a way to get more light where it's needed, on the actual road, on the pathways around the road. Not just setting a lamp outside people's windows where, it's going to be that same amber light shining in all night long. That is light pollution above light pollution. But anybody who's worked in theater knows you can very easily hang a cone over those and really concentrate the light in one area. It's actually an essential part to theater. You get your reds and your blues, your hots and your colds, and you've got to make the whole place look neutral. Or at least that's the way we did things in the old days. I'm sure we can do that in the present day. The light that you're seeing is actually being provided by an LED bar that's red and blue light. It makes wonderful light for the plants to grow. And they've been doing fantastic, and I got to do something about them. Now, I don't have a filter or a shade on it. I probably should. But realistically, this light's not bothering anybody. The entire house is shaded from it. Only the cats, when they go to the bathroom, would worry about it. And they haven't complained. Not ever. So, studying how light affects us really needs to be a new scientific endeavor. How is it possible to use light and not only increase our appreciation of the world around us, but also safeguard us and make sure that we all live in a safer, more productive community? Because the truth is, you get more done under a bright light. Whether you're mowing a lawn or whatever. I know you don't mow a lawn in the middle of the light. I was just trying to think of something quickly. But yeah, bright lights do make you do that. And if you angle them properly, yes, you are going to have moving trucks hitting them and stuff like that. That's kind of the nature of the beast, but hey, that's what city workers are for. You don't need to create new jobs. You just need to have a couple people who are in that area. By the way, you've got a ladder. While you're there, reinstall this light, whatever it, just move it around, whatever it takes. It's not a big expense, but it's a necessary one. With that, we hope you enjoyed this edition of the Silverlight Show, which is all about light. If you did, please like, subscribe if you haven't already. Please click the bell down in the comments, so that way you can get notifications whenever we publish. And we hope you have a fantastic day.